All right, we are back here with Jeremy, the man with the plan, and Jasper's cast playing in the background.
It's very weird to hear songs that I play drums on.
Right, this is your band.
Well, no, it's not my band. It's Eric's band.
Right.
It's Eric, and that's why he's the lead man on this now.
Yeah, for sure. But it's a band you play in. And we were talking about earlier all the things you do behind the scenes, trying to get this to happen. You and Brendan, the two main
yeah, I saw you
movers
talk to
and
Brendan.
shakers. Yeah, that was a great one.
Yeah, that's cool.
And but what do you actually do for your art?
Well, I live in San Antonio. Brendan and I met because I was trying to run an art collective. Art collectives are weird. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't.
Well,
they've been around for years.
What exactly is an art collective? I mean, besides just a bunch of people doing art and putting on shows together, just helping each other out?
Well, that's what it is. Essentially, I mean, like in a nutshell, that is what it is. There's varying degrees. What I wanted the art collective to be was something that anyone could come in and feel like their art was valuable. You know, like they could come in, they could say, you know, like, hey, I'm not like, this is just my passion. This isn't my job, you know. And then they could say, you know, I want to be a part of this in some way, shape, or form. So I had like 40 to 50 people, probably half to probably like maybe 60% were all Texas-based.
Right.
Others were Texas-based but abroad, you know, either in New York or California or wherever. So I started with the idea of having like Lilac Inferno. That was the name of the art collective. It started as a super group. We wanted to have like as many type of artists get on stage and play it was all about collaboration.
Right.
So we put on things happened. People moved out of cities and things were going on. And what really happened was basically we put on this art show called God Gave Us Las Vegas.
Great show.
Last year in San Antonio at a house. We had some issues with it. It was successful by most standards. There were some issues with the law, with Johnny Law.
Yeah, it can be tough.
But it was fun, man. We had it was kind of like this. We had live art going on. We had music going on. We had food, and we had people. We had people making their own stencils and spray painting their own T-shirts, like people that were just fans.
Right, collaborative art. That was a big part of the last show. You guys had a whole room covered in butcher paper, where it was the attendees' room to make art. You wanted to get everybody making art, and just real quick, the one difference that I've noticed from talking to you and Brendan just tonight is you've been talking about having everybody be able to do their art and come in, even if it's not their main thing that's supporting them. And Brendan and I were talking earlier about helping artists support them and make art their livelihood and what they do for a job rather than as a side hobby. So how do you bring those two together? Yeah. Where are you now with that? What is this doing?
The company mantra / we started something under mantra called Alden Walker Productions. What we want to do is more events like this where people of varying degrees of expertise and varying degrees of
nice.
The types of art they do, the medium, the just everything. Like we want them all to come together. There's an art collective in San Antonio right now called Border Linnea, and they're doing basically what I wanted to do, except they don't have. It's not. It's a little bit more low key. It's basically just music and then art on display.
Okay.
And what I want to do is take it to the next level, which is, let's have, like right now we have Brian painting, and he's vibing off the music, that's like a live performance.
Right.
So basically the money we spend, we want music performance, art performance.
You have 3 live art performances tonight.
I mean, we tried.
There's a triptych upstairs, there's Brian on the mural, and there's the hanging installation piece, which is going up over the course of the night.
Yeah, and tonight we tried to make it more about the art. It's all about Pat Gorman tonight, really.
Amazing stuff.
And then when the headlining band Prophets and Outlaws goes on, they're gonna kind of take over because they're
boss.
They're a rock band, so and they're gonna rock. It's gonna be good.
I want to rock.
Mr. Boggs over here, sitting next to me, drinking a beer, is he's well known around the hood of Dallas, and
local Dallas artist. I hear he's from Jesuit.
Local Jesuit Dallas artist. We're trying to just spread. I mean, we have so many friends and family members that are in this industry in one way or the other. So what I'm really just trying to build a company around the idea
We are live right
you,
now.
Barton.
It is
Thank you, Barton.
It is hectic out here.
We're just trying to build an idea, around the idea of having as much type of art come together, but in the right way. Like our next event with Brian Bedford, whom I'm hoping we have a good interview at some point tonight, or at least tomorrow or something. But he really, for his next show, wants to have it really be about collaboration. Like we're gonna have, right. I'm gonna be playing music, and he's gonna be painting. We're gonna have a clay artist sculpting in the middle of the floor.
Oh wow!
And basically, what's gonna happen is Brian's gonna start painting, and then he's gonna come over and play bass and loop some bass, riffs. And I'm gonna vibe off of that, and then he's gonna, go paint more, and then then the clay artist is gonna play flute.
Nice.
So like we want that.
Does she make the flute first and then? No.
It's Brandon Goodwin. He's a dude, and it's one of those like
I don't know why I
one of those wooden flutes that Native American type sound that comes out of it.
Oh, a pan flute?
Yeah, it's He's that's kind of the feel that we come from, and that's like what I wanted to do with my art collective, but it just is. It's kind of weird to do with an art collective because you don't really have money. You're just a collective of people.
Right.
So that's when Brendan came in, and he took my idea about the art collective, and we talked for the year after we met was just insane. We just had so many great ideas. It was just really a matter of how can we do this? What does it cost? And so it took about a year for this to happen. I had already decided I was going to put on that other art show in San Antonio, regardless of Brendan. So God Gave Us Las Vegas was completely my creation.
Right.
Brendan helped me plan it.
That seems kind of like the duality I was hitting at earlier, whereas you wanted it to be something where any artist can come in and do it, but the problem is if it's not your main thing where you're trying to get funding from it, it's hard to actually sustain that kind of movement. And Brendan's the guy who's looking to make it more of a worldly economical thing. So it takes both sides. I feel like
I take both sides too.
Oh no, just saying, as the two guys who are kind of running things, those are the two sides that it's gonna.
Yeah, my business card reads artistic director. That doesn't really mean shit. That just means I do everything Brendan doesn't do, which is a lot.
What's his title? Do you know what that? Oh.
He's the CEO.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't know what my real title is. Like in actuality, what my real title is.
Awesome.
Don't know.
No, I'm just kidding.
I really don't know. I was marketing director, then I'm creative director. Then I was artist ambassador. Like, titles are bullshit anyways.
Nice.
But the point is all the little details related to, like, knowing what a good art show can be. And, no offense to Brendan. You don't have to air this. But
he's gonna
the
hear
first flyer that he put on, that he put out was just, like, literally a picture of Brian's art with words on it. And I was like, dude, that's not what we need. So, like, I deal with all the little shit. We both are always on the phone. We're always talking, trying to figure out what we're going to do.
Full-time job.
It is a full-time job, and I have a part-time job, so it's
right.
I'm working all the time. But, as far as this event is concerned, I'm very happy. Literally, we set the last thing at 7:58. Like 7:58 before 8 o'clock we were setting up. It was stressful. So
it's amazing, though. We transformed this space, which is a hair salon. Yeah.
In 3 hours.
Totally looks and feels like a gallery. A great show.
And I want to thank Claudio and Claudio and Valentino for letting us do this, because they just literally put blind faith in us. I feel like for a while they literally thought we were just a bunch of hippies who were gonna have a bunch of like dirty people coming in here and getting way too drunk and smoking pot and shit, and really like
very opposite.
Lydia's installation coming together, like it looks way more badass than I think Claudio thought it was gonna happen as. So
right.
It's been an interesting experience. I hope this Trinity Groves thing. Did Brendan talk to you about that already?
Brendan did not.
He didn't talk about it. Okay, so
no.
Regardless of whether it's going to be at Trinity Groves, we have things lined up for the future here in Dallas. I'm considering moving back to Dallas, but I don't want to.
Right on.
No offense to Dallas, I just like living in San Antonio, and I want to do things in San Antonio because there's a lot of just very organic, family, like, chill stuff going on there.
San Antonio is that kind of town.
Very different city.
Yeah.
Very different vibe. Like, something like this wouldn't happen the same way. It'd be very much more, I don't know. I'm not going to say what just came to my mind, but
don't.
It's very town. It's like a big town.
Yeah.
It's a big ass town.
Right.
This is a city.
For sure.
We're in Dallas. This is a big city. So
get them city folk.
Starting to rain.
It might be starting to rain here, and we are outside. This could be bad.
It might be raining, so we might have to take this inside. But okay. Well, but I'm just gonna continue off what I'm saying. Like, me and Brendan have a good duality going. So there's the business side. Both of us have different minds about the business side. Both of us have different minds about the creative side. Brendan loves music. He
takes all kinds.
Music. I play music. You know, my little brother does art.
Everybody involved in this is an artist in a respect, one respect or another, and that's what's amazing. Yeah. All right, so we are here live from Gioia Salon. This is the first Gioia. Yeah, that is and the theme of the night is joyous occasions, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, for sure. Well, I'm here with one of the great minds behind putting this on, one of the people that without whom it would not be possible, Jeremy Leigh.
That is very true.
Man, this has been a lot of work.
It has been a hectic whole month, and especially the last couple days.
I bet now that things are started, is that you starting to feel a little better? Like things are rolling now.
There's people here. There's people rolling. There's a lot of great art on the walls. We got Brian Bedford painting a mural over on one of the walls near one of the bands that's playing right now. Ha Ha Radicals is playing. That's Peter Hensel and Josh Glenn, and basically they're just a two-piece spoken word, poetry, and an acoustic guitar with looping and effects and stuff like that. Also good to note is Peter Hensel is releasing tonight at this event his novel entitled A Gospel According to a Robot, which is a sci-fi novel. It's kind of quirky, and I've read some of it, but he had to send them back to get proof. So I haven't read the whole thing yet, but
seems really cool though.
It's a cool concept, and I was around him so the whole time he was coming up with the idea. So I know what it's about. I know kind of where it's gonna go. So, but I'm excited to read it.
Yeah, right on. So, who else do we have tonight? Upstairs, dedicated to Pat Gorman.
Yes, Patrick Gorman. He did an installation with glass. On a previous podcast, we kind of captured his motivations behind it. He's really big into meditation. That kind of is his thing that keeps him centered.
You see a lot of his art too, and there's like Ganesha is in one of them.
Yes, a lot of spiritual. Yeah, a lot of spiritual influence.
Seems like a big part of it for sure.
And I think he's got over 60 pieces up there, some big, some small, a lot of small ones, little sketches that he framed and stuff. Anything ranging from like $20 all the way up to like, $250, $300. All for sale, all for sale. Some of it on silent auction. So, and then also upstairs we have Eliana Miranda. She's painting a triptych right now, which is a 3-paneled painting. And I was up there. It looks like it's of a woman. I saw her painting over her face with some skin tone earlier. Very blue on the background and the border.
There's one more artist up there too, right? It's a
yes. His name's Ben Mayer. It was kind of a last minute thing, but he helped He helped Pat. And he helped him do the glass work on that. I don't think he was the primary blower on that. I'm not 100% on that fact, but basically, he's got a bunch of really awesome glass, vases and other just great glass art up there, also for sale. So there's a lot of stuff, and then hanging from the ceiling down through the stairwell, we got there is an installation. I believe it's made of plaster and wire, and I don't know how to describe that. You just have to see this one in person.
It's really groovy looking.
But that was a very last minute. We were stressing about it and prepping because of weight, tension, and all of this stuff. So it came together at the last minute.
And for those who missed the show and are catching this a little late, we will be posting pictures and video from everything. So if you want to see anything that we're talking about, it'll all be up online.
For sure. We're gonna have that. I'm on a podcast right now, Father.
That's okay. All right. If you got things you got to handle, you are the guy behind this, so feel free to step away and handle your business.
That is true. I will attend to this, and we will resume podcast post. We'll get some more in-depth coverage on the issue.
It's great initial breakdown of what's going on and all the things that are to come. Hopefully, I'll get to talk to all these artists individually, and they can kind of give me a bit, and I'd like to talk to you more about your art and what you do besides just kind of masterminding this and making everything happen for all these great people. So.
All right, yeah, we'll do that. I'll be back shortly.
All right, thanks so much.
Thank